Satnam, good morning, welcome. Today we continue with our theme of freedom, but focusing on freeing the mind. Now this is, of course, the most challenging part of freedom. And last week we basically listened to or were inspired by the quote of Nelson Mandela, where he said if he didn't leave behind his bitterness, he would remain imprisoned. And today we're going to really work on building on that theme. And all the classes, as we work with focusing on freeing the mind, are going to be working with some quotes from Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl, of course, was a Holocaust survivor. He spent time in Auschwitz. And he really embodied what it is to be free, even while imprisoned. And today we look at what he said. He said, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Now, this is really something that all of us implicitly know and understand, but it can be really difficult to practice. So as we practice today, using the body always to access the mind, we need to ask ourselves, where in my life am I in a situation that I can't change? What situations am I faced with where I feel that I don't have control, where I feel that I'm maybe handing over to fate, I feel that I'm being dragged along with something? And how can I reframe that situation so that I can start to see that the change that I need to embody is actually within myself? And this is so empowering. When we start to really understand what it is to empower ourselves by changing our mindsets, our thought patterns, we really start to see how our behavior changes, how our experience of life changes, and how the world around us changes. So that's what we're going to be working with today. Before we start, let's close eyes. And feel your sitting bones connecting to the earth. Visualize your spine. And notice the energy, that subtle energy flowing up your spine to the crown of the head and then moving back down again. And maybe at first we have to use our imagination with this flow of energy. So see how you can connect it. Maybe it comes really naturally for you. Or maybe we use our imagination. And then in your mind's eye, just organically allow a situation that is challenging you to rise up. And recognize that you can't change the situation, but you can change how you respond to the situation. And just notice how freeing that is, that recognition that even though the situation can't be changed, your response can change. Notice what happens in your body. Notice if there were any areas of tension that are now relaxed. Beautiful. Allow that energy to stay with you. And even if you don't have a solution or an answer, just know that you are empowered to respond to the situation. And bring your hands together. Feel that connection between your palms as you rub your palms together. And bring your hands to your heart center. Soften your shoulders. Tuck your tailbone under, lightly engage your belly. Draw your neck in line with your spine. And reach the crown of your head up towards the ceiling or the sky. Take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Comfortably hold the breath there for a moment. And exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. And exhale. And we're going to tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. That beautiful connection to the primal wisdom, the wisdom that exists in everything that is. And that connection to the teacher within, that part of you that knows without knowing. Deep breath in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Hold your breath and just allow that energy. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Connecting to primal wisdom, connecting to the teacher within. Knowing that everything we seek is already within us. And release. Bring your hands to your knees. We're going to start today with Sufi grind. Just moving your body, allowing your body to move exactly as it needs to, trusting that your body knows what it needs. Softening. Use your breath and see what feels natural. It sometimes feels really comfortable to inhale as you lean back and exhale as you stretch forwards. Feel that beautiful connection to the breath, to the movement. Check that your shoulders are relaxed, that there's no tension in your jaw or your tongue. And change direction. And it may feel slightly different as you change direction. Just connect to those feelings in your body. Allow your body to lead you. Trust the wisdom of your body. And freeing the mind, we have got to maintain our connection to the body. When there's a disconnect between mind and body, there's a disconnect to freedom of the mind. And come up to center. Drop your chin to your chest and move into neck rolls. Again, checking that the shoulders are relaxed. They may even move a little bit. That's, of course, absolutely fine. Notice where your thoughts go. And change direction. For most of us, we have habitual ways of thinking. The mind becomes the master instead of the servant. And so in freeing the mind, we have to begin to recognize those habitual patterns with no intention, just simply observing. And back to center. Inhale, look all the way over the left shoulder. And exhale, looking all the way over the right. Continue with this movement. Shoulders relax. And come back to center. Drop your chin down to your chest. Inhale, head all the way back. And exhale, chin to chest. Every movement done with reverence as we just connect to the body. And through experiencing the body, freeing the body, we give ourselves permission to free the mind. And back to center. Beautiful. Let's open out our legs, take them as wide apart as you can get them. Roll forwards onto your sitting bones. Inhale at center and exhale, chin to chest. Chin to toes, rather. Beautiful. Inhale as you come up and exhale as you stretch down. With each exhalation, the chest coming a tiny bit closer towards the thigh, the chin reaching towards the toes. Keep the breath nice and strong. Last few seconds, go a tiny bit faster. Inhale up to center. Turn to face your right leg. And then exhale, soften your chest down. Just relax here. There's no forcing, there's no expectation or judgment, there's just surrender. And see if you can soften 1% more. Inhale up, turn to the left, and exhale, relax down. And again, completely relaxing, letting go of expectation, letting go of judgment. Giving yourself permission to deeply relax. Walking across to center and softening here at the center. Each exhale, taking you 1% deeper into the stretch. Soften your hips, soften your chest. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue. And gently curling up. Now you can bend your right foot, or your left foot in towards your right thigh. Lengthen your spine. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Lift your chest up as you inhale and exhale, twist round, gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, twist round. focusing on your breath. Inhale up and exhale round. Beautiful. Come back to center, change sides, extend the left leg out, right foot into the left thigh. Lift your chest, left hand onto right knee. Inhale up and exhale, twisting round, looking over the right shoulder now. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist round. So stay active in this posture. Don't allow your body to become lazy. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist round. Beautiful. Stay with it. Stay active in it. And back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. And then keeping the soles of your feet together, push your feet away for diamond pose and relax down into the center. Deeply relax. Keep using the exhale. Feel the softening in the hips, the release in the belly. Deeply relax. And curling up. And then you can bring your left foot parallel to your body, right foot on top of your left knee. So notice this left foot isn't up against the hip, it's away from the body. If we can get Fred out the way, you'll see better. There we go. Spine nice and straight. And then a very, very light pressure on this right knee. So we don't force it down, we just apply a very gentle pressure. Spine is straight, lifting up, and you should feel a lovely opening in your hips. Close your eyes, use the exhale. Soften into the hips. And release, change sides. Right foot parallel to the body. Left foot on top of the right knee. Lengthen your spine. Again, just make sure this foot isn't pulled in. It needs to be away from the body. And a very, very light pressure on the left knee. Lift your spine. Beautiful. Breathe into it. And release. And come to Sukhasana, to a comfortable cross-legged posture. So today we're going to be cross-legged throughout this Kriya, which means that you really need to listen to your body. If at any point you need to stretch your legs out, massage your knees, shake out your foot, you absolutely do so. We say this over and over again. There are no prizes for injuring yourself during yoga. So listen to your body. If you need to stretch out, if you need to move your hips, your knees, you absolutely do so. Today's Kriya, we're using the energy of this quote. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. So we use this here on the mat. Because we're cross-legged the whole way through, that is the situation. But what can I do to change it? How can I be in this class in a way that resonates with me, that serves me? First exercise, we're going to have hands on the shoulders, fingers pointing forwards, thumbs backwards. Elbows are elevated. Tuck your tailbone under, engage your belly. We're going to twist to the left as we inhale and exhale as we twist to the right. And let's go. Keep your breath really strong. Move as quickly as you comfortably can. And keep your breath strong and powerful. This is such a beautiful movement for the spine. Keep your elbows elevated and your shoulders relaxed. We're massaging the internal organs, improving the flexibility in the spine, and the strong breathing. You should feel that breath in the third eye. So we're actually stimulating the glandular function with the breath being beautiful and strong. Beautiful, strong breath, elbows lifted. Maybe you go a little faster, make sure the breath stays strong, make sure you can feel the breath at the center of your forehead in your third eye. If you can, close your eyes, have your eyeballs rolling inwards and upwards towards the center of your forehead. So we're staying active in the eyes, moving powerfully. We've only got 20 seconds left. So put everything you've got into these last 20 seconds. And come to center, arms up, deep breath in. Squeeze more bun, hold your breath in and lift the pelvic floor and the anal muscles. Hold the breath and visualize the breath as a beautiful healing white light. And imagine that beautiful healing white light moving to every single cell in your body. Take more breath in, hold it. And turn your palms to face outwards as you exhale very slowly down. Come to stillness. Feel what you're feeling. Connect to those subtle, refined movements within the stillness. Beautiful. The next exercise, we're going to grab hold of opposite elbows. And the movement is very strong and very powerful. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up and hit the forehead. And exhale, bring the arms down and hit the belly. So you're going to feel the boom, 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 boom as we move quickly and powerfully with the breath. And let's go. Keep the breath strong and powerful. Remember, when the breath is powerful, we're coming into an almost natural breath of fire that you feel at the center of the forehead, stimulating that third eye point, that point of intuition and knowing, and bringing the arms down, banging into the belly. As we're more in the solar plexus than the belly, really. And as we're doing this movement, we're connecting to the seat of our power, which is the solar plexus or Manipura chakra, and we're connecting to our seat of knowing, which is the Ajna chakra, the intuition. So move strongly and powerfully between your power and your knowing, your power and your knowing. Beautiful. Keep going. All breathing is, of course, through your nose. So we've got this powerful breath now through the nose. You're doing really, really well. Keep the energy up. If you need to pause for a moment, do so, but then come back into the movement. Maybe you slow the movement down to keep the momentum going, or maybe you speed it up. Beautiful. Listen to your body. Remember, you know what you need. Just 10 seconds to go. And inhale, arms up. Squeeze more bund by lifting the pelvic floor, the anal muscles. Hold the breath in. Allow the energy to circulate through your body. Take more breath in and visualize that beautiful healing white light. Hold it. Turn your palms to face outwards and exhale very slowly down, moving through your auric field, through the magnetic field around your body, and experience the polarity of this stillness. Breathe into the stillness. Bring your hands to your knees and move through spinal flexors. Inhaling as you lift your chest up and exhaling as you drop down. Remember to allow the movements to come from the base of the spine. The head remains in alignment with the spine, so it hardly moves at all. Feel your body softening, relenting to the will. Free the body. Let go of how it should be, how we expect it to be. Let go of the judgment. And just be completely present with what is. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Your mind is the most powerful tool that you have for your freedom, but it is also your prison. You need to decide, will my mind set me free, or will I remain in prison? And come to center. Take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Squeeze more bund by lifting the pelvic floor and the anal muscles. Hold the breath in. Allow the energy to circulate. Visualizing the energy as a beautiful, healing white light, and take more energy in. And exhale, come to stillness. Feel what you're feeling. Be all here. Beautiful. So our main enemies when it comes to freeing our minds are judgment and expectation. We look around us and we judge ourselves based on how others are living their lives. We create unrealistic expectations for ourselves. And when we don't fulfill those expectations, the judgment becomes even harsher. So I often say in class, without judgment or expectation, without judgment or expectation. So most of you have heard those words over and over, but I want you to really think what that means. On the mat and off the mat, how would my life look if I let go of all judgment and all expectation on both myself and others. If I simply allowed what is to be, how would it look then? The next exercise is body drops. So we can do body drops in a few ways. You can come into full lotus pose and drop like that. You could maybe do half lotus. If that's still too challenging, you can do it cross-legged. Okay, it really doesn't matter where your legs are, because the important thing when we're doing body drops is to feel that shock of your body hitting the floor. So it's a complete release. The whole body needs to jiggle, as we always say. All those bits that us ladies are usually trying to keep in place, these are the bits we want to jiggle. Why is this exercise important? Because we hold on to so much in our bodies. And so if we can do this exercise with the intention of really just letting go and releasing all of those things that are keeping us prisoner in our minds, and we do this exercise with the intention of setting ourselves free. So bringing your legs into whatever is the most comfortable posture for you, whether you're in some form of lotus or a simple cross-legged posture, that's absolutely fine. And let's go. Notice as we drop down, there's a natural exhalation. We're again invoking a natural breath of fire. It's not a forced breath of fire. Feel the shock in your body. Feel everything releasing. If you feel any tension in your body, maybe your shoulders, maybe your hips, consciously give yourself permission to soften those areas, to feel the release as the whole body succumbs to these body drops. Of course, we often say how the exercises that we do are reminiscent of exercises that children do. And this is another thing you're going to see children doing. Very naturally throwing their bodies around, falling all over. I know with my son, a favorite game of his is to pretend he's falling. And as he falls, he knocks his body all over. And children instinctively know what their bodies need. And so we can learn so much from simply observing how they use their bodies. We're really getting there now. Notice what's happening in your mind is the resistance. Is your mind telling you, oh, this is so silly, this is so stupid, I feel so ridiculous. And if it is, just observe that. Don't try and change it. Just notice it. 10 more seconds. Let's see what we can get rid of in these last 10 seconds. And release. Beautiful. Come back to a comfortable cross-legged posture. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze more bund by lifting the pelvic floor, lifting the anal muscles. Hold the breath. Take more breath in. Visualize the breath as beautiful healing white light moving through your body. And exhale. Coming to stillness. Feel what you're feeling. Observing the sensations of being in your body. Beautiful. For the next exercise, we're going to lean over onto the left hand and reach over with the right arm and then change sides. What we need to be aware of is keeping shoulders and hips in alignment as we move. And I want you to move quite quickly. so that it almost feels like your arms are like a windmill. Get your breath into rhythm with your movement. Now, that's going to look different for each person. So see what rhythm your breath needs. And now, of course, we're working very beautifully into the auric field. The arms sweeping through that magnetic field around the body. Very often, a lot of the beliefs that we carry with us, a lot of the thoughts that we have don't even belong to us. But when the auric field is weak, we're collecting the thoughts, the beliefs of others. And so as we do this exercise, we can even just imagine that we're sweeping out the auric field. The arms are brooms, releasing that energy, beautiful, that doesn't belong to us. Or maybe the energy that we have created for ourselves, but no longer serves us. There is so much that we can do for ourselves. We think we're controlled by external circumstances, but in fact, the opposite is true. Beautiful. Keep going. That's it. Last few seconds, just 15 more seconds to go. And come back to sense a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Squeeze more bund, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, hold the breath. Circulate the breath, this beautiful healing white light. Take more breath in, hold it. And exhale. Feel what you're feeling. And allow these sensations to wash over your body. Beautiful. You can bring your hands to your ankles. And grabbing hold of your ankles, we're going to again move through spinal flexors. Inhaling as you lift up and exhaling as you drop down. And just notice how this shift in hand position completely changes how this feels. Again, making sure the movement comes from the base of the spine and the neck stays in line with the spine. Closing your eyes, gently rolling them inwards and upwards towards the center of your forehead. And feel the rhythm of the movement. And feel your thoughts. There's something tangible moving through your body. Very often we have a very strong negativity bias, which is of course part of our survival. The mind is designed to search for danger. But in many of us, this negativity bias is overactive. And so instead of saving us and protecting us, it's keeping us more and more imprisoned. So feel your thought in your body, recognize it for what it is, and come back to center. Deep inhale. Squeeze more bund, lift the pelvic floor, lift the anal muscles, hold the breath in. Experience that sensation of keeping the breath in. Take more breath, hold it. And exhale all the way out. Inhale. And exhale all the breath out. Keep the breath out. Feel that emptiness. Complete letting go. And inhale, breathing normally. Beautiful. We're going to move on to some punching. Now, punching, of course, is very, very powerful because it's not something that is socially acceptable. So unless you have a punching bag, which I highly recommend, we do this exercise to release that tension in the body. A moment ago, we were trying to feel the thought as a physical representation in the body. And really, this is what thoughts are. So as we punch, we let go of all the thoughts that are keeping us imprisoned. And let's go. And again, you should find that you come into a very natural breath of fire. There's going to be a twist in your body, so let your body move in whatever way that it needs to. This powerful breathing to release what we've been holding on to. Remembering that every thought we have is a chemical reaction in the body. It's tangible. It's something that we hold on to if we don't allow ourselves to feel it, to acknowledge it, to observe it, and to let it pass through. And this is how we come to believe that we're the victims of our circumstances, instead of acknowledging that we have the ability to change ourselves, to change the way we think, to change the way we move, to change the way we experience the world. Keep the energy going. Don't let the shoulders drop. Beautiful. This feels so good. Everything we want to get out, everything we've been holding on to, everything we don't know we want to get out. Only 20 more seconds. So we've only got 20 seconds to get rid of everything we've been holding onto. It's keeping us in this prison. Let it all out. And release. Let your hands soften to your knees. Feel that energy circulating in your body. Experience what it is to be present in your body. You may be able to connect to those subtle, refined movements within the stillness. Breathing into it. What a gift it is to be alive. to awaken ourselves to the treasure of this life. Beautiful. And we're going to move now to shoulder shrugs. Again, with shoulder shrugs, what we're after is that shock, the drop. The shoulders come up and they fall down. And notice how the whole body shakes in that movement. And we're going to go really quickly as you comfortably can. And let's go. We carry the world on our shoulders. And this beautiful, simple movement just allows us to release the burdens that we're carrying. Some of them are our own that no longer serve. Some of them don't even belong to us. And as you do this movement, just visualize the washing off, the falling away of what no longer serves us. And inhale, squeeze your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Hold your breath in as you squeeze more bund, lifting the pelvic floor, lifting the anal muscles. Visualizing the breath as a beautiful healing white light. And allowing that healing white light to move into every single cell in your body. Take more breath in, hold it. Circulate the energy. And exhale, release. Come to stillness. And bring your hands into your knees, palms facing upwards, thumb holding the index finger in Gyan Mudra. Tuck your tailbone under, lengthen your spine. Apply your Jalanda band so that your neck is in line with your spine, chin tucked very gently in towards your throat. Start to follow your breath. And just simply observing the movement of breath, not changing it, just observing it. And then begin to imagine that your breath begins at the base of your spine. And as you inhale the breath all the way up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale the breath all the way back down to the base of the spine. And continue with this breath and see if you can breathe without pausing at the top or the bottom. That the breath becomes completely circular, no pause at either the top or the bottom. Visualize the breath inhaling from the bottom, rising all the way up to the crown. No pause, exhaling all the way down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Continue with the circular breath, eyes closed, rolled inwards and upwards towards the center of your forehead. Controlling the breath effortlessly, drawing the breath up, releasing it back down again. Complete the cycle that you're on. And then take a beautiful, long, deep inhalation. Hold the breath in. Squeeze more bund by lifting the pelvic floor and the anal muscles. And visualize the breath now spiraling up your spine. Spiraling all the way up to the crown of the head, and hold the breath at the crown. Take more breath in, hold it there. And then exhale, the breath spirals all the way down, coming to the base of the spine, and hold the breath out. No breath in the body. Feel that emptiness, complete surrender and letting go. And inhale, breathing normally. Feel what you're feeling. And when it feels right, lying down, preparing for the final relaxation, either coming to Shavasana or any other comfortable relaxation posture. You may want to cover yourself with a blanket. And just make sure that you are as comfortable as you can be. You can give yourself permission to relax fully and completely, knowing that it is here in this space of deep relaxation that your body is healed, that you set your mind free. I relax my feet. I relax my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax my calves and thighs. I relax my calves and thighs. My calves and thighs. Relax. I relax hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. I relax hips and buttocks, abdomen and chest. and buttocks, abdomen and chest. Relax. I relax hands and arms, neck and shoulders. I relax hands and arms, neck and shoulders. Hands and arms, neck and shoulders. Relax. I relax face, eyes, nose, mouth, tongue. Face is relaxed. I relax my entire body. And I relax my entire body. My entire body is completely relaxed, filled with peace. And in the space of deep peace and relaxation, I know that when I am no longer able to change the situation, the challenge is to change myself. I surrender to the power within me. I empower myself fully and completely. I carry the baton of my destiny. And there is peace within me. There is peace around me. And there is peace in all the world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And start to bring your awareness to the rise and fall of your chest. Very gently, rubbing your thumb across your fingertips as you move your toes. And you can take your arms above your head, have a beautiful stretch. Hugging your knees to your chest, drop your knees to the right as you look over your left shoulder. and changing sides. And you can come to center, rub the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands together. And when you feel ready, rocking up and coming to Sukhasana, to easy pose. Bringing your hands together. May the long-time sun shine upon us, all love surround us, and the pure light within guide our way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. May you have a beautiful, beautiful day.